interrupted through the second half, and a video started playing in the background, and I didn't know how that would probably play out, so I decided to just wipe the original stream and start fresh again. And I'm going to go over the same stuff I went over during the main stream, but I'll just try and remember as we go, and if not, then oh well. You know, it sucks, but that's okay. I have a much better plan anyways, and I can sit here for a lot longer doing this. Instead of the MP5, we're going to go with the Magnum. We're entering parallel universe mode, because in a parallel universe where I went ahead with the stream, I wouldn't be doing this, so you wouldn't see me select the Magnum. I would be selecting the MP5, and we'd still be going at around round 7 right about now. And I put the little Falcon on my gun, and I put some other stuff on the Magnum. But we're going to start this again anyways. What was I talking about? Oh yes, Twitch. I do have a Twitch. Ooh. A self-revive at round 1 that I can't even pick up because I haven't... I wonder, should I die and use that self-revive? Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. You know what? This is already much better than original. Come on, kill me. Why is it so hard to die this early in the game? Jesus. Self-revive. And then what we can do is pick this up. Bada bing, bada boom. It's like it never happened. Boom.
I should not be surprised.
Amazing. This is already a much better stream. Anyways, getting to the bucket list of things I have not written down anywhere about what I'm going to talk about. Basically, I've just been kind of mumbling around for the... I really hope nobody opens that door. I don't know how loud this keyboard is, but we're just gonna roll with it because it's not that loud to my ears. Ooh, double points. It's a damn shame I didn't get to really take advantage of that double points. Anyways. Essentially what I'm gonna be talking about today is just where I'm gonna be going with this YouTube channel and with my Twitch over the coming months, because I have no plan for the current, like, in the next few weeks or even tomorrow, because I'm just, you know, trying to survive with schoolwork and everything else. And it's just, like, it's just not feasible, really, to stream and do school at the same time, just because, you know, going to school and then working a part-time job is so demanding on my time. And then I have, like, personal obligations with, like, other friends, everything else that I'm busy with. You know, normal, boring stuff that I really won't bother getting into. What the hell is that noise? Oh, it's probably just pipes or whatever. Cowabunga. Yeah, no, but you know, I went to bed early last night because I was in a really bad mood. And I was like, you know, I could talk to my friends. But then I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I'm in too bad of a mood to really talk to anybody. So I just decided to go to bed last night because my Exchange stuff wasn't working, and then I needed to extract an ISO file. All this other BS. And you know, I just feel like sometimes I make decisions, this is a relatively common thing for me, is I'll make a decision without really thinking about whether or not it's beneficial for me, but I'll do it because it'll make somebody else happy. I feel like that is something I've struggled with my entire life. I'll say yes to somebody without really thinking about whether or not it's actually beneficial to me, or if I even really want to. And it's just something I'm gonna try and... Not necessarily... It's not like I'm gonna say no to everything from this point forward, but it's like I'm gonna be more conscious about what kind of stuff I spend my time doing. Because I feel psychologically sad in a way that's really... not depressing or anything like that, but it's like I've been itching to do a lot of things, even video game related things, and it's just like I need to prioritize how I spend my free time. It's not like I'm going to stop playing Grand Theft Auto with my friends or anything like that, because that's way too fun to not do, but it's just like, I need to stop saying yes to absolutely everything. Like, for example, I've been wanting to stream Cyberpunk for a very long time now. I never really got that opportunity. And hopefully I can, you know, hopefully soon I can actually go ahead with that. I think that'll probably wait until the spring, though, because I have a bunch of computer stuff I gotta deal with until then. Like, I'm gonna basically do a clean wipe of everything on my computer in the spring. Or I might not even bother. It depends on what my situation is looking like. But, like, basically the plan is to upgrade to an NVMe SSD of some kind. Ooh, do I have two, I'll take that C4 pack for sure. Perfect. But yeah, basically I'm gonna be doing an operating system reinstall. I'm gonna consider a few other things. Oh, there's tomahawks on the ground. Ooh, double headshot. What did it drop? Probably a grenade. No, I really... Ooh, a stun. That's amazing. No, but, like, I want to do, like, a Cyberpunk stream where, like, I do this Street Kid, life path, and basically, I don't think I'll go for the secret ending, but I'm gonna do things in a completely different way. I'm gonna make the game harder for myself. I'm gonna definitely not engage in some of the more lucrative activities, like I'll deliberately make the game harder by foregoing certain things. Like a good example would be the NCPD, like, scanner missions. I'm gonna completely avoid those, because those are a very good source of income. And then there's also the added, for example, any of the fixer contracts. Could you imagine if you just went and did the main campaign and did absolutely none of the side quests? You know, I want to do a different playthrough that isn't just me playing with the best items. And I don't think I've ever played with quote-unquote the best items. I've always had really good shit going into Cyberpunk. But, like, I've never really... I feel like the crafting has no purpose. I feel like it was shoehorned in there like another feature. Just like the driving and the, and like the character creation. Because it never really comes up, ever. You never really see your character outside of the inventory screen. Because we as humans have a very pathetic desire to, express ourselves. I'm not saying that the desire itself is in itself pathetic, but I'm saying we will go to absolutely stupid lengths to feel like we're expressing ourselves. Whether it's genuine or otherwise. Ooh, I can kill everybody. Oh, that was spicy. I'm sorry, I just had to take a moment to appreciate that. It's round 7, I should probably get out of here. I feel like this stream is a lot better than the last one just because I'm talking about stuff that actually matters. It's not like my Twitch and everything like that. I feel like talking to myself over a stream where I don't know if anybody's actually watching it is healthy. Because then I can really dig deep at what's been bugging me. If, you know, if I haven't said this before, I'll say it again. If nobody who actually knows... I'm not expecting anyone here to really know me. But if you don't, I do talk to myself quite frequently. It kind of keeps me centered. Like, you know how people, like... You know how people usually do, like, they'll usually have something that they do to keep themselves balanced, to keep themselves centered. Some people take a bath every other Thursday. Some people just eat a crap load of junk food whenever they feel the urge. And while I also share some of those psychological idiosyncrasies... What is that? Is that a... Okay, and now this revolver is absolute trash. Time to get something different. Alright, let's grab that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I talk to myself. That's pretty common, actually. Like, when I'm just kind of alone in my basement, not doing anything really, I kind of talk to myself to keep myself centered. I feel like talking about things, regardless if you have nobody to actually say them to, is a good thing. Because then it gets your mind going, and then you can think through things a little clearer. That's how I perceive it anyways. Whether you interpret that as mental illness is, you know, if you want to think that, I mean, go ahead. It's not necessarily correct. It just barely kills them. Not quite. Oh, there's a max ammo. Okay, so what's the next step here? It's actually kind of distracting to talk about important stuff I'm thinking about and play games at the same time. I really don't know how people do it sometimes. I just got a personal message in my Discord. I need to answer it, but I'm streaming and I'm talking about life. Oh boy, I'm gonna focus on this for a minute. I'm just gonna get this done. We're gonna unlock the Dark Aether, I'm gonna pause, and then I'm gonna have a good big think. Because I feel like people don't do that enough. They don't stop and think. $900 salvage. I should probably get... Oh, I just realized I can get level 2 armor really quick. Just because of the fact that, I should probably not stay here very long, because I have a very limited time in the Dark Aether. It's limited, but not really, if that makes sense. Oh god. Oh fuck, for a second there, it looked like they were, like it was like a Cerberus, or it was a Hellhound with 3 heads. I'm like, oh fuck, is this a new update? Did I forget the patch notes? And I really hope you guys don't mind me kind of drifting off on tangents or pausing in the middle of a stream, because I've been kind of... Obviously, when you have the shits during the stream, sometimes you just gotta go. And, you know, these things just happen, I guess. Now, when I started recording the stream, this actually ended up, like, when I did the previous attempt with this, it was mainly just to talk about my Twitch stuff and my YouTube stuff, but it turned out being like me just projecting about my own problems that I'm facing in life. And it's just like, you know what, we're just gonna roll with it, because I'm not restarting this stream, because I don't plan to stream for very long, and I just wanted to get this out here so that... Oh, it's a nuke. Hey. Sweet.
I'd recommend extended quarantine upon their return to base.
Sweet. So basically I'm just gonna stream for a bit, talk about my problems. Wait, is this revolver like a dead meme? I actually didn't even think about whether or not this thing is good with Ring of Fire. Actually, wait a minute. I didn't even get Jug yet. I'm a fucking scrub. Come on. There we go. I need to get a better weapon for when the Megaton spawns. I was thinking of just grabbing that shotgun off the wall, but at the same time, there's also the other stuff to consider, like the free shockwave. Anyways, what was I talking about? God damn it, I keep going off on tangents. This is actually the worst. Let's grab this. Commandeering this shit. That should just be the status of this entire stream, is I'm commandeering a conversation that's gone off the rails. But, yeah, like, I feel like talking to myself really helps me center mentally and just focus. And honestly, I used to be the kind of guy who couldn't focus without music. I used to be like that for a while. Like, back in, like, 2017, I want to say. I was really into music, but like now, I feel like I only really listen to it when I'm like talking with friends, or if I'm off you know, going somewhere, which is usually to work and then home or Sobeys. You know? And, like, outside of those very specific occasions, I used to always carry headphones with me. I used to always have it, and when I didn't have it back in the day, like, I almost, like, it felt off. Like, I don't feel a twitch when I don't have my phone in my pocket, but when I'm out somewhere and I'm not listening to music, I feel a bit of a twitch. It's really weird. Like, it's like an absence that you don't expect to miss, but when it's gone, you just feel ungodly uncomfortable. And it's just something you want to end absolutely immediately, or you're going to experience some very serious psychological suffering. Where the hell is the box? I need to replace this crappy revolver. You know, the more that Discord notification is lighting up my second monitor, the more I really feel inclined to check it and just get it out of the way with whoever's messaging me. God damn. What did I call this stream again? I don't even remember. I feel like I've been robbed. They just gave me a green AK. Why am I even spinning the box this early? That doesn't even make any sense. I'm wasting money at this point. Where's my revolver? Because I literally just grabbed a shotgun off the wall. Wasn't that enough? You know? And I have Ring of Fire anyways, so I can make this revolver do a crap ton of damage. I need speed cola. Or as the cool kids say, I need speed. I would grab a Deadshot, but it's behind a door, and I don't want to unlock that door yet. Alrighty, let's do this. I am a cowboy. Oh god, how low? My aim is now much better. I could extract now, but it's probably not a... That would put a cap on this very, very expensive bottle of whiskey that I'm drinking right now. I'm not actually drinking, don't misinterpret that. What I mean is, I feel like this whole stream is just a bottle of whiskey that's been aged for the past millennia. Oh fuck, it's the Maggie. How do I kill this thing? Wait, I have a plan. Now that is the actual dictionary. If Poggers had a dictionary definition, that would be it, I feel. Because I killed both the entire, like, 3-man absolute unit that is the Megaton in Cold War Zombies. I didn't even intend to kill it all with the shotgun with, wow, that was actually really fun. And also, I'm keeping an ear out because, wait a minute, why don't I just turn on ambient sound? That would make this a lot easier. I don't even have to do that. Hang on a sec, boys. Gotta turn on ambient sound. Alright, that's much better. I can hear everything around me. It's very strange. Even the key clicks of my keyboard I can hear. It's very weird. Goddamn.
Who's next? Exfil no longer available. I'll notify you and wrap the one back in range.
Okay, so we got the key card, so now I know where we gotta go next. I got 9,000 points. Why don't I just buy stamina? Oh, pro strats. Pro strats. Howdy. Oh, no, wrong way, wrong way.
Kinda quiet now, ain't you? Midnight Molotov.
Why am I doing this? Why did I just do that? Okay, there is no limit to my, my weird psychological quirks when I just went in there, threw a Molotov, went back into the area I was trying to escape,
One less zombie.
and, interesting. Anyways, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, so I was talking about being centered in massive air quotes. I don't know, I do it, Ooh, I can get one-hit kill at round 12 with Deadshot. It, like, doubles the damage. Jeez, that's rough. Need some more ammo. You know what, let's get a, I'm gonna think about getting a better gun in a minute. Oh wait, I have the key card, why am I killing zombies? I could literally just go down here and do this. It'd be really funny. Oh, fuck. Nope. Nope. This is actually kind of hard, because they don't stay in place long enough. It's dummy. Look at that. I'll just crouch here. Wow, that actually worked. That's actually very funny. That is very funny. But I need a way to actually protect myself while I'm in here. So I got a ring of fire and a C4 pack. And a bunch of stun grenades, which I actually don't think I need for this. All I hear is zombies. This is bad. God, I should have waited. Oh, sweet. Let's go! I'm gonna see how well this works. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. This could end poorly. It's a good thing I have that self-revive. Ooh, sweet. Well, that was a very interesting game of zombies, that's for sure. But, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. I feel like I was too focused on the conversation and not on the actual stream. But I guess this isn't one of those games where you can, I don't know, at least for me, I can't really talk and play this game at the same time, I find. It depends, especially when you're trying to think about what you're saying. Alrighty, we're gonna hop back. Ooh, you know what? You know what would be a great idea? Let's do a cranked solo game. Let's try and stress ourselves out even more. Actually, wait a minute. No, we're gonna leave the lobby. I want some new challenges. Move the mystery box. Airborne support. That's like get 200 kills with submachine guns. Move the mystery box. That's guaranteed to happen. I feel like do a game, get these ones, and then go back and get the other ones. But let's do a regular game for those. So airborne support, and we gotta move the mystery box and get kills. But we're gonna use a different weapon this time. In the meantime, I'm gonna check that message. Alright, check the message, we're good. Let's pick... what do I never use? XM4 technically doesn't fit that description, but we're fine. Also, I just realized I have a can of Sprite sitting on my desk that is unopened and not being drunken right now. I know drunken isn't a word, but it's my stream, I get to pick the verbiage. Just like how I don't need a direction for a given stream, I can just talk. And it doesn't need to follow a stupid list or a set of predetermined things. It can just be whatever I want it to be, which is what is so great about the internet sometimes. And look at that, we already got one of those. You know, I could be a real cuck and just... go back and switch challenges. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It's my stream, I get to pick the things. That should just be like, I'm gonna go back and retitle this stream instead of it being like a random stream about nothing. It'll just be like, hey, here's a stream that's about something, but that something will change based on where my mind goes with the discussion topic, right? I just wonder what kind of silly nonsense my friends are going to say about this stream. Because it's literally a stream about nothing in particular for no particular reason. I just felt like going online and talking for a bit because that would help me mentally. That's probably why I'm doing this. Actually, you know what? This ambient sound mode is making me paranoid. I'm gonna turn it off. Alrighty, so... I think I'm a little more okay now. Basically, where I'm gonna be taking my YouTube channel is probably like the ideal situation is stream on Twitch, but then take those Twitch VODs and turn them into YouTube videos, and then maybe highlight them and put those highlights on YouTube. Because I feel like the actual product should be the stream itself, and then any of the highlights you put on YouTube so that you can actually point someone to something that has your actual, you know, Twitch things. And like if I make, say, highlights of those Twitch streams, maybe take those, put them in a separate playlist on my YouTube channel. So that would probably require changing my name on this account and then, you know, getting the new, like the profile picture and everything the same so that it's synonymous. Because I feel like the problem is my real face and name are on this account. So I feel like probably just either doing a new account or just kinda, I don't know, I'll figure it out. The reason I'm not doing it now is because I'm streaming, obviously, and I have a bunch of other stuff on the go. And it's like, it's something that is very much on the back burner, and I'll probably do when I have, like, more free time, a la in the spring when I'm not in school, and I'm doing my own thing for a while. Because that was pretty cool. I got to, you know, stream, play video games. I got to take risks. I still worked, obviously, but, you know, when I didn't work, I was playing video games at my own leisure. And that's why it's such a fucking shame that Cyberpunk got delayed. And I'm gonna actually talk about that for a sec, because I feel like I wanted to play that game so badly that I kind of lost sight of the bigger picture. And I feel like a lot of people went into that were in that mindset. I know I was. Oh look, a nuke I'm not gonna touch. Story of my freaking life. But like, the way I feel about it now is that, to be completely honest, just like as a hot take on Cyberpunk as a game, because I've played Cyberpunk more than anyone else I know. I have 120 hours played, and I've beat the game once, and I'm currently on a second playthrough. And it's just like, you know, it's a good game mechanically. There's a lot in there that is good, but there's a lot of stuff that is either missing or is just completely developed in the wrong way, and it makes the game not fun. To be completely honest, once you do all the, like, I played the game relatively normally the first time. Like, I did a few story missions, and then I did some side stuff, did some more story missions, that sort of thing, and then I basically, with my second playthrough, to be completely honest, I think my second playthrough is statistically the strongest playthrough I've had, but also the weakest. Because a lot of Cyberpunk's allure, I feel, is experiencing things as they happen, and not really predetermining a lot of stuff. Like, I'll be honest, letting things roll was like the funnest way to play the game in my opinion. And I played the entire game with that mindset in mind, is whenever something happened, I didn't reload any save to consider different options, I just let it roll, because I never do that. It was so unlike me. Normally I'm the kind of person who wants the best result statistically, but then it's like, but I wanted to try something new with this. So whenever something happened, I didn't reload a save if it wasn't what I expected or if I wanted it in the first place. If I made a given decision, I lived with the consequences, because that's very often how real life is like sometimes. Sometimes things will happen and you just have to deal with it. And that's how I feel like with pretty much everything. I'm not to say that I am completely emotionless and nothing ever matters to me at all. I'm saying that the vast majority of stuff, if it's negative or positive even, a lot of it is largely, it's very much a blip on my radar, because the only stuff that is actually significant in my eyes is if it has lasting effects. And that's very uncommon in the vast majority of my life. A lot of it is inconsequential if I really break it down. Like, for example, if I spill milk all over the counter, you know, I'll cuss out the milk carton for like 5 seconds, and I'll think for a second, like, how could I have avoided that? And how am I such an idiot that I wasn't paying attention, right? But it's water under the bridge, man. Like, you just gotta move on, and all this other stuff. You know, it's kind of like when, you know, stuff happens at my job, for example. I'm not gonna name the company or where it is, because I've kind of learned with time that nobody actually cares about that sort of thing. Oh, I'm being reminded of that thing I said in the Discord, just a little bit ago. Yeah, about the Andrew thing. And, okay, just real quick, hot take, Andrew, I'm really sorry about that. I don't want to, I didn't mean it like that, and I'm pretty sure my friend was just making a joke. But I'm sorry. I'll try to rein it in for next time, I guess. I don't even really remember if it was my fault or if it was my friend's fault who brought it up in the first place. But nah, whatever. I think it'll be fine. I apologized. I haven't really done anything wrong, I think. No, but like, getting back to the whole Cyberpunk conversation, I need to kill these zombies, otherwise we're not gonna go anywhere with this. I'll just get chopping, I guess. But, like, I really like the game mechanically. I think, honestly, a lot of the problems I have with the game are more systemic, and I don't think they would have been fixed with any given delay. So, technically, my psychology holds firm there. But what I'm saying is that, you know, I felt like this was a game that was completely different than anything else I have seen in a very long time. What I'm talking about is a game that actually fucking matters. Like, I feel like matters to me. What I'm saying is I'm looking for a game with chunky gameplay with good RPG mechanics, with a good story, and a really interesting setting. Ooh, double points. Because I haven't really encountered a game like this since, for example, that's why I've never really been into, like, the more fantasy-oriented games, or, like, I guess the medieval setting. That's why Dark Souls has been sitting in my Steam library, just kind of kicking around, not doing anything, because I'm very much into the first-person shooter genre and the futuristic genre. That's why a game like, say, Fallout New Vegas or Cyberpunk spoke to me on such a level, is because I had a deep emotional connection with the actual source material. I'm just gonna take like a 2-second break, because my head kind of hurts. I need to crack my Sprite though. This is kind of why I wish I enabled the webcam, but honestly it's probably for the best you don't see me right now, because I probably look like a wreck, and I look like I probably haven't slept in a while. I did actually sleep tonight, as I said in the previous stream that doesn't exist on YouTube anymore because I deleted it like an hour ago. But I haven't really been sleeping lately, and by that I mean, like last week, there was one day where I did not sleep, and I felt like utter garbage, and I had no idea how to fix it, because my school situation is so entirely unique. Or, I've never really encountered a situation like this in my life before, because I can't just cut out technology completely, because it is such a underpinning of how I live my life, that cutting it out is definitely a process. It doesn't just happen overnight. You can't just will it into existence. As much as we want to say that willpower is the biggest determining factor in how we actually live our lives, there's a lot more to consider than just saying, oh, I can do this. You don't just say, oh, let's do it, without thinking about how or why, or whether or not you have a schedule or whatever else. So basically, I've been on melatonin for like the past, I'd be willing to say, about a year, I think. And I think the times where it bites me in the ass the most is when I take it and I'm either high on caffeine or I'm at the computer with blue light filters turned off. And honestly, I don't even think it's blue light. Like, as much as people think that blue light is the determining factor in whether or not you can sleep, or whether or not technology affects your, oh, geez, it's around 9, I better get out of here. I have 23,000 points. I need to get out of here. There are more factors at play than just, melatonin levels, and also blue light, and whether or not your body's, circadian rhythm is on track with the vast majority of normal people. I use the term normal very loosely. Also, I need Jug right now. And I'm gonna grab that shotgun too. I'm not taking any risks. I also haven't shot a single bullet. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Well, time to start now. Was that a Molotov? Anyways, basically, I am living, breathing proof that it is not easy to sleep consistently, because there is just, I feel like my mind is always going, and it's just something that I've lived with my entire life without really talking about it or even acknowledging it, even at a subconscious level. Because I have this really, one of my worst qualities, and I'm sure my friends can attest to this, is that I am so fucking stubborn. And I'm fairly certain it's genetic, because everybody in my family is like that. And if it's not genetic, then it's probably some form of, like, parenting or whatever, but goddamn am I stubborn. And I really don't know how to fix it, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, because normally I'm the kind of person to consider other options and to think about things methodically, but sometimes it's just, there's something in me that's like, no, I know exactly how this works, nothing is allowed to change, sort of thing. And it's just like, I would love to sleep on time, the same time every night, but it's just, life can be so chaotic that you hardly ever think about these things. And when you don't think about it, you largely just leave those things unattended to. And it's just like, where do I go from here? And one thing I found It's something my friend's mom went off about once when I was at their house, and that when you go to sleep before midnight, you often have a better sleep, not even just because of the actual, it's not even just because of the fact that you get more hours of sleep, it's also because of the fact that you have the opportunity to course correct. And that's something when you, for example, I'm going to just give an example here of something that happened to me about a week ago. I was trying really hard to sleep. This was after like a heist session with my friends, so you don't go straight to bed right after getting off the computer. And if anybody says they do, they're lying. There are two kinds of people in this world. The people who go right to bed after getting off a computer. Or, sorry, let me backpedal. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who don't go right to bed after getting off the computer, or they're liars. Because when you're on a computer, you're thinking about what you're doing on it. Oh, I should probably kill these zombies before I should probably kill these zombies before I move on. Alright, so basically, in essence here, what I'm trying to say is that I hardly ever go right to bed after I get off the computer. And what I do usually on a good day, and I say on a good day very loosely because it's so rare when that happens these days, because every day is so painfully average, it's kind of hard to have a quote-unquote good day. But like, right now I'm having fun, because I'm playing video games and I'm streaming. But what I'm saying is on a good day, I'd go to bed at like midnight roughly. I keep that as like a hard cap. Oh hey, that Cerberus thing happened again. But basically what I'm talking about is that, you know, sometimes you'll go to bed at midnight. That's my hard limit now. I try to go to bed before midnight sometimes, but you know, you're online, you're playing with your friends, you're having a good time, so you don't want that to stop. So basically you just stay up with them. And like, I know how most people's friends are, and I know how my friends are, and like, what I try really hard to do is, like, what I'm trying to say is that I try to go to bed at least at a decent time. The problem this creates for me personally is that if I'm up past like 1 or 2 o'clock, the chances of me sleeping are between slim and none. The reason I know that is because it's happened to me a lot before. When my college switched to online classes for the winter semester last year, I would stay up until 1 a.m. and like 1 in the a.m. And then I would wonder why I'd be staying up until 11 and going to sleep until 4 p.m. on the same day. And then feeling like garbage and knowing that I slept my entire day away. And the thing is that it largely depends on your situation. If you are a night shift worker and you primarily work the night shift and you have to wake up late to get to work, that's fine. But for the vast majority of normal, you know, schedules, it operates on a day schedule where you get up in the morning and you go to sleep at night. The problem is with the prevalence of technology right now, and especially with people staying at home with COVID, you're completely out of your routine and you're completely submersed in technology in a way that we haven't seen in a long time, if ever. And it makes it really hard to sleep. And like, I've always had problems going to sleep because I don't really know, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm fairly certain that if I went to a doctor and they like if I asked them to run me through some tests for some kind, I'm not claiming to be ADHD or anything like that, but it genuinely feels like my brain doesn't let me focus even when I try so hard to focus. And it's something I've been kind of thinking about myself lately. Do I have some kind of attention deficit? I have no idea whether to prove that for sure or otherwise. I'm just kind of, you know, pointing out what I'm feeling. Oh, it's a grenade. Okay, we're okay. Do I have armor? I need armor.
gone. I'll let you know when the next one's available.
Let's get some armor. But like what I'm talking about is like it's always been really hard for me to actually get to bed at night. I'm not saying that my friends are a problem with that or anything else like that, but it's just, it makes it really hard to actually sleep. And like, I'm hopefully gonna be on the right track soon, but it's just like, it's getting to the point where it's seriously affecting my ability to focus, and I already have a lot of trouble with that. You know, I'll sit there and I'll look at my documentation, and it's a very specific example I'm going to bring up. I had an assignment that was due like a week ago, or something like that, and like, the only reason that I'm not being hounded to do it is because my instructor's very lax with due dates right now. And he's like, if something isn't done on time, you know, usually you can hand it in before the quiz and you'll be okay. As long as you absorb and capture the information, you'll be fine. That's what he said anyways. And basically, I understand how most of the technology I'm using is supposed to work. I understand that you're supposed to set a static IP for a server. I know you're supposed to be methodical when choosing a fully qualified domain name for a server. I know that in order to connect to a server, you need... I know how default gateways and subnet masks and all that stuff is supposed to work. But for some reason, it wasn't making the connection in my head of how this is supposed to work. You know? Like, I'll sit there and I'll be like, okay, this is the default gateway, this is your subnet mask, which is typically the default that the computer will spit out for you. But I would sit there for like hours looking at it, and I'm like, why isn't this making sense in my head? And I honestly am beginning to question whether or not I have some kind of attention deficit, because it's like, I'll try very hard to focus, and it just won't click, and it's just really, really strange when that happens. Ooh, stoner. I wonder if my friends have caught on to the fact that I'm streaming. I really wonder that sometimes, if my friends actually watch my stuff. I'm fairly certain they do. My friends always tell me that, like... they watch, well, specifically one of my friends, he'll always say, oh, I watch your stuff. Or whatever. And it's like, thanks, man, for watching my stuff. Oh, is that a Meggy? I have an easy 5-step program for you to follow, Mr. Meggy. Alrighty. Fuck me. That was very close. Oh, that was amazing. Pick up the armor. And you're dead. There we go. Wait a minute, did I get the shockwave? I don't think I did. It said fire when... Oh, wait, I forgot to get the shockwave. Oh, god damn it. I've been talking about such intriguing topics that I lose my own train of thought on multiple occasions. Or did I even get the keycard? Was that the last stream? God, I don't even remember. God damn, I feel like I'm having a bit of a brain fart here, but yeah, I guess I did forget. That's okay, we don't need the shockwave. It's not like we're going very far anyways. I'm gonna hit the box one more time. But yeah, like, what I'm talking about is, in some small way... Ooh, this is the XM4. We're in business, boys. Boom, dead. But yeah, like, I feel like, you know, on the path to get better focus, I'm gonna start picking when, you know, when I play games with friends, and I'm gonna try and cut it off in an earlier time so that I can actually get proper sleep, so that I can actually attempt at focusing at school, because it's like, I have all this stuff to do, and it's piling up, and it's like, pretty soon I'm gonna be swallowed up in the amorphous mass that is my to-do list for school. Because, like, the one thing I was really unsure about initially is which, because they have us remote into an environment if we don't have the hardware to run the assignments at home, so basically, I thought that meant that everybody is assigned a dedicated machine on their system, and you use the RSAT to actually remote desktop into their system. And then basically what you do, you remote in, and you have an environment for you already built and everything. But since I have a really beefy gaming rig, obviously, as you can tell, with this low settings 1440p 120 FPS Call of Duty gameplay that you're watching, I have a pretty beefy rig. I have 32 gigs of RAM, and obviously the comments, actually, I don't even have to go over my specs. NVIDIA Shadowplay is just going to insert that information into my description anyways. So I'm not even going to talk about my specs. So basically it'll just, like, that caused a bit of confusion for me personally, because it's like, it caused a bit of a disconnect for, like, which environment do I pick? Because we're doing assignments that require us to virtualize, you're remoting into a computer remotely, which then is simulating a virtual machine in VMware. This is your main Hyper-V server, for example. Then that Hyper-V server is simulating 2 virtual machines of its own. And that gets a little messy mentally for me. So that's why I shut down for a couple weeks, because of all this environment prep I had to do. And all the, you know, hacking and all this other stuff, right, that I got to do for assignments, right? And then it's like, I got a little overwhelmed, and then I shut down for a bit, and all I did was play video games, and I didn't even really think to do schoolwork, because my winter break was still too short, and I'm gonna carry that thought to my freaking grave. I don't care. My break was way too short. I don't give a crap. Also, I need Deadshot. And this will be the perfect opportunity to go get it. I am thinking about definitely pack-a-punching soon, though. Oh, howdy. That was pretty badass, man. Wait. Go down here. Doot-doot-doot. Oh, fuck me. This is where you pop a Semtex at the floor. The laser on this thing is insane. Should probably get level 3 armor. I need some more salvage before I can do that. Anyways, what was I saying? We're probably going to play until I hit 21 extract, because I'd really benefit from ending this stream at some point, so we're probably going to play for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to cut the stream off. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. Hopefully I can focus later and do some stuff. Because, like, trying to focus is, I'm sure, something everyone struggles with, even if it's in their own way. But I feel like you should be able to design your environment so that you don't have to really worry about it as much. Ooh. Actually, would this kill everybody? Oh. Oh, that was really, really spicy. What did I lose? Speed Cola and Deadshot? Wait a minute, we're gonna pick up the Tomahawk. I should get a submachine gun. Why am I even waiting on that? I even got a thing that said get 200 submachine gun kills. Let's just grab it off the wall. I know the AK is a submachine gun, right? Hell yeah, boy. Oh, come on. Gives me a goddamn sniper scope. Are you kidding me? Now I understand what my friend kept talking about. Because for some obscure reason you can put a freaking ACOG on an SMG. Who does that? Only villains do that. Anyways, gotta readjust my headset. But no, like, I feel like this next week I'm gonna try and really focus on what I need to do, because I'm constantly waking up late and being in a cranky mood, and when you wake up late and you're in a cranky mood, your day is already kind of in chaos. So I feel like trying to find a way to like regimentize it a little, make a schedule so you go to bed at the same time every day. And again, I think sleep schedules are kind of a load of crap. There is no such thing as a sleep schedule. There is only a overarching schedule where sleep fits into. It's like everything else. Sleep is not separate from your regular schedule for the same reasons that work isn't. You know, you don't say I have a work schedule. It's just kind of a part of your day like everything else is. Oh my god, die. My aim is awful. How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get good on YouTube and Twitch if I don't have good aim? I guess you don't. But yeah, if you guys can't hear the keyboard clacking, I'd like you, actually genuine ask of chat and of anybody who watches this stream. If you want to give me some useful information, like this video if you can't hear my keyboard constantly being pressed. It's not anything stupid like, oh, you'll win a Lamborghini and you'll have your mortgage paid for life if you like this video. No, I'm just asking, can you hear the keyboard clacks in this video? If not, I'll go back and check, but I really think this would be a good idea for audience engagement. Oh fuck. Hello there. I really need to pack a punch, Jesus. Oh, that was almost a fucking mistake. Sorry, I stopped talking for a sec. I was kind of just getting into the zone, I guess. It's, we'll call it what lots of psychologists call flow. I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's where everything is just... You're just focused on this thing, and everything else is absolutely irrelevant. I think I'll pack-a-punch the SMG because I want to do more kills with this. Where's the pack-a-punch machine? Oh yeah, it's right here. The other thing I love doing is the inspect animations. These are pretty cool. I'm surprised more other COD games didn't do this sooner. Also, we need level 2 armor. There we go. Now we're in the major leagues. But actually, even more in the major leagues. Pack-a-punch. There we go. Now we're gonna really kill some people. Where are the zombos? Jesus Christ. Another thing I've been trying to work on is just trying to live life without really... Hang on a sec. Oh. Could have swore somebody was outside my door. I was like, is anybody listening in on my stream? Because that would be very cool. But no, something I've been trying to do recently is just trying to live life without really, not without shame or anything like that, but just trying to live life just without really caring what other people think. Because ultimately I'm the one in control here. I mean, we could have a really long discussion about whether or not that's true, but you know, you could have some real woke cokehead, and I used to know somebody like this. You know, he would be like, oh, the government's just trying to control you, and I mean, to some extent, there is a long list of things I could talk about with that discussion, and that would probably be for another live stream. But I've been trying to just focus on stuff that I want to do, like stream, play video games, do IT things. You know, the whole reason I went to college in the first place, to do IT things. Also, this SMG is really doing work. Damn, boy. And I'm also going to get this challenge gen. That's going to be big poggers. Actually, no, technically what I should say is my pogs are unchamped. Because PogChamp is no longer the same guy. Which I think is half serious and also half a bit of a meme. But anyways, back to the regular discussion I was having. Oh, it's a megaton. You know who's going to die? You are... Did you see that? Did you guys freaking see how fast that he died? Watch this. You're dead. Oh, and you're dead too. Look at that. Fucking Ring of Fire is broken. Change my mind. I should put up like a wooden sign that says change my mind. If I had my webcam on, I would like grab a piece of paper and, you know, put a little sign on my microphone, because I'm pretty sure the microphone is in frame if I were to turn on my webcam. Actually, you know what? Let's get something better out of the box. I want to see what I can get at round 18. Wow. Absolutely stunning. What's our salvage looking like? I could get a couple things this round. My points are looking up. My salvage is on fleek. I'm gonna go, what was I gonna do? God, I don't even remember. I was gonna pack-a-punch the XM4 or save up for a second level pack on the AK. This thing is still really kicking ass, even though it's only one, like, level of pack. Oh, hell yes. Max ammo, let's go. Who even needs the freaking die shockwave when it's round 20, or round 18? And like... Oh god. I was actually expecting... I really need to pay more attention. Like I said, focus is a problem for me when I'm trying to talk about deep subjects and play video games at the same time. It's kind of rough. I normally would last a lot longer than this. That's what she said. But sadly, it didn't really pan out like that. What could we do for another game before? I have 12 tokens. What are those tokens? I have a 15-minute double XP token. You know what? I have an idea. How about we pop this double XP token, and after it expires, we cut the stream off? Because I feel like cutting it off right about now would be a good idea, but I want to keep going for a bit, because I didn't really flesh out the point that I was making earlier about living life without really caring. Well, caring, but with purpose. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna pop... Oh, guess we're playing for 30 minutes, boys. But I'm gonna use something I haven't used in a while. Actually, you know what? As our starter weapon, let's use the, we gotta get kills with SMGs. Do I have an AK class? I remember having one, but it, like, disappeared. Here it is. Let's grab Ring of Fire, submachine guns. Oh, I got the Big Trouble. That's cool. Let's use that. Okay. Drop rate for equipment, armor damage, bullet velocity. I'm not going to keep this gun for very long anyways. Salvage drop rate, yes. Under barrel. Melee quickness and sprint moving speed. I feel like the recoil control is probably better. Taped mags or 40 drum. Taped mags. Serpent Wrap is always the best. If Serpent Wrap were an anime waifu, I'd be all over that in a second. Sprint to fire time with hip fire accuracy taking a hit, and you have to pick an optic, so I'll take Cobra. Actually, wait a minute. No, I can actually opt out of the optic and go for something else. There is a no stock option. Why am I surprised? Wait a minute. No, I'm dumb. I have to take a red dot. Okay, think we're good. Healing Aura. Die Machine Solo. Let's go. We'll use this 30-minute double XP, and then I will end the stream. And I'll even time it, too. Just so I'm serious. Don't want to lie now. That would just be disingenuous. Alrighty, let's put a stopwatch for 30 minutes. It'll go off in about... Well, yeah, I'll just watch the timer. Or what I could do... Yeah, I'll just leave it as a timer. I'm not that dumb. Alrighty, so where is the Big Trouble? We're gonna do this again, except with a different weapon. This is my third time this stream restarting. God damn it! It'll be a lot easier to focus, I think, with less to worry about. Oh, I forgot to put a charm on my weapon. God damn it! Not like it matters. It's not a really big deal, honestly. Boom, boom. You're dead. You're super dead. Yeah, but. Basically, getting back to what I was saying earlier, I'm... Someone has to go through this stream and actually count how many times I either get off topic or I lose track completely of what I'm trying to say. Or I don't finish my sentences. Someone needs to go through and say, like, how many times does Michael lose focus with what he's trying to say?
Be the first time, would it, Major Carver? Team, facility entrance should be just ahead.
But yeah, like... I feel like I've been living my whole life just kind of... I feel like everybody does this to some extent, but like they act differently based on who they're talking to. And to be clear, that's not a bad thing. It happens all the time in work environments. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't talk the same way to your friends than that you would to, say, like, your coworkers. I mean, I say I'm the same person on the inside, but is that really true? Am I really different than at my work than I am, say, here or talking to my friends? There's probably a difference in the way I talk or the stuff I talk about. Like, I know for a fact none of my coworkers are, like, epic gamers for the wins, so, like, you know, they wouldn't know anything about what I'm doing here, or anything else for that matter. But, like, you know, if I try to talk to them about, like, I don't know, fried chicken, or, you know, COVID-19, you know, they'll understand what I'm talking about. Because I feel like a lot of people just try to adhere, like, you hear this kind of thing all the time where, like the wannabe caricature, where, like, all they do is copy character traits or ideas that they see in other media. And I feel like this is fairly common. Not necessarily in my personal life, but I know for sure that people get influenced by a lot of things, not necessarily the right things. And, you know, what I'm trying to say is that I want to try and live my life without really caring about what other people think, because when you can't express yourself genuinely to other people, you get really sad because you feel like you don't exist. Because in this world of 7 billion people, it's really easy to look like a statistic without even really intending to. You know, I look online all the time and I see, like, generic game streamer number 46, where it's, like, somebody else who talks really loud and doesn't really offer anything of real substance. Or, like, the douche tubers that you see online, where, like, all they do is promote their brand, or, like, whatever crappy product they try to push. And it's like, and then they try to, like, peddle their morning routine video to them. I used to watch morning routine videos thinking that it would change my life substantially, which to some extent some of it did, but also some of it didn't, because I feel like it was just a facade of just, you know, people saying, oh, if you do this thing, you'll succeed. Or if you wake up at 5 a.m., you'll succeed. Or if you know, do this very specific thing, that success is guaranteed, when that's simply not the case. I know that because I experienced something similar relatively recently, because my instructor was talking about how COVID basically ruined the job market where I live. And I went to college with the idea in my head that I would have some kind of a job lined up before graduating. Obviously, I applied for college, you know, the year before shit hit the fan, so around 2019. I applied for system administration at my college right now. And, like, what I basically did is, I was like, hey, that would be really cool to have a good paying job at the end of this. That would be fantastic. But basically what I was told a couple days ago is that that will not be the case, because there just aren't enough jobs to go around, unfortunately, and that's kind of how it works sometimes. You know, I'm not an economic genius or a political junkie or anything like that, but, like, I feel like I've been lied to, but it's not even really my fault, per se. Or, I mean, what I'm trying to say is it's not really anyone's fault but my own, I guess, for being unlucky. I don't know if that's necessarily a healthy feeling to have. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, you know, there was an expectation that I was expecting, and it, like, completely knocked me on my ass. So I wasn't exactly sure where to continue or anything like that. So I'm also proof that success is not guaranteed, because, well, I'm still moving towards a target that I am aiming for. You know, whatever setbacks come, you know, I'll kind of roll with the punches. Oh, I'm gonna die. Boom. Alright, it's round 7. I'll head out. I'm gonna feel a lot better after this stream, I'm sure, because literally nothing that I've a vast majority of the stuff that I am talking about I have not really said to anyone before. But I feel like putting it into a format that I can rewatch or re-listen to at my leisure, and then have people, you know, I guess by listening to my story, you know, maybe they find something else out about themselves. Like, there isn't a single day where I don't regret, you know, working like crazy long hours at my current job, like a couple years back, where I was working, you know, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, only being paid minimum wage, getting overtime, obviously, so it's not like I wasn't compensated or anything like that, but I was fucking brainwashed into thinking that working crazy hours at a job where you realistically don't get anywhere isn't a good or healthy outlook on life, because I didn't see what was above me and I didn't consider other options. All I thought was, this is the only thing I have going on right now, and I took comfort in that safety. And that's why, that's why I stuck with it for so long, is that, you know, I didn't really realize that there was another option, which is to go to college and get a better job. And, you know, I'm always trying to roll with the punches with, you know, everything that happens, right? But, like, especially with this, like, the fact that I was working so much, if I hadn't been working so much and my hands got all fucked up from the sanitizers that we use, like, I wouldn't have considered college, I wouldn't have met all my current friends that I associate with now, barring some very specific exceptions, you know. And I definitely know what I like to see in people now, so I feel like I'm more mentally present. Except, well, obviously in this stream I've talked about my trouble focusing, I would call it. It's not clinically diagnosed or anything like that, it's just something I've noticed. I just have trouble focusing sometimes. It's just hard to pay attention, even if you really care about it. Like, I love IT work, I think it's really interesting. I think it's like one of the more interesting fields I would have chosen. Either that or, like, business, but I feel like the kind of people who pick business are literally only taking it because they can say they took a college course, or they just, I don't know, like, I feel like the people who do take business took it because they didn't think of anything else. They're like, oh, I'll just take a business course, and they don't really think about it too hard, you know? And it's like, I'm just so glad that I have people in my life I can talk to about my problems, even though I'm technically not doing that right now. So I feel like I'm kind of being a hypocrite, but not really. I just felt like live streaming this because I want to stream and I want to talk about stuff. Did I just get a message? Yes, I did. I'll check that after the stream. I don't think it was a chat message, like, actually in, like, I can't see. That's another thing I don't like about Twitch. Or I don't like about, I mean YouTube. It's one of the things I don't like about YouTube. It's kind of hard for me to check the stream chat if somebody does say something, because I don't have an overlay set up yet. I'm kind of just using Shadowplay, which I absolutely fucking despise. I will hate Shadowplay until the day I die, because it doesn't really give you many overlay options. It's not like Streamlabs, where it's an entire program. Shadowplay is completely different. It's like just an overlay you can activate with Alt-Z with a keyboard shortcut, and it's like whatever, right?
I got signal lock on. We're back.
But what I'm trying to say, goddamn, I need to stop saying that. I'm just surprised I'm not dead yet based on current circumstances. I already have that, that's fine. But yeah, like, basically what I'm trying to say is that, you know what, I'm just gonna roll it, I don't care anymore. I'm just kind of glad, like, you know, I know my friends are going to watch this stream because they do make a point of watching all my streams. I do appreciate my friends, even if sometimes they piss me off or agitate me. I understand it's all in good fun, and it's kind of part of my character to be really, like, soft, if that makes sense. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I tend to take things personally a lot more often, whether I register those feelings internally or otherwise. It's just another thing I ended up noticing. Is, like, when somebody, like, for example, if somebody makes fun of something I enjoy, I get really ticked off. I mean, granted, I get ticked off either way. Maybe this is a bad example. Let me backpedal. Like, for example, if somebody, like, I should say criticize, not make fun. Make fun is completely different than criticize. But say, for example, somebody criticizes a game I really like, and I think that they're wrong, or they're not perceiving it the way I'm perceiving it. And it's just like, I try not to convince them otherwise, just because I feel like trying to convince other people of something else that they don't believe is kind of a waste of time in certain instances. I feel like, you know, it hurts me, but at the same time I can understand why. Because I can understand why not everybody is enthralled with the cyberpunk setting like I am. I think it's really interesting. It's just a real shame that things ended up the way they did. We can all say that for sure. But, like, basically, like, you know, somebody will criticize something I like, and I get really defensive. Whether I want to or not, it's just something that's, I guess, ingrained in how I perceive the world. And it's just like, I wish I could change that part of me, but sometimes, you know, sometimes it's really hard to take a step back and assess things objectively when so much of life is subjective, because you always perceive things through your own lens. So it's really hard to just put yourself in somebody else's shoes. That's something I've been trying to also do, like, how do other people feel when I say things, or when I, you know, I feel like sometimes I don't know when to consider my own happiness or other people's. You know, I feel like sometimes I'm too selfish, and then there's other times where I am very selfless, and all I care about is the happiness of other people. And it's just, I've never really been able to strike a balance where I can, you know, make everybody happy. But then someone's probably going to say in chat, Michael, why are you trying so hard to please everybody? And it's like, that's a really good question, and I should probably stop doing that. I don't know when I'll extract or cut off the stream. I think I'll cut it off at 11 or whatever, because I've already been here long enough. I don't even remember. Actually, it might take me 15 minutes to end off, because it might take me that long because my double XP tokens are still going. I'm not really thinking about what I'm buying either, so that's why I have Spicola and Jug at round 9 like a freaking maniac. I need to buy like the blue AK-74. What is that? That's probably a big boy. Just freaking die, Jesus. Oh God.
You really thought you had a fucking chance, huh? C4 out. Our dead asshole neutralized.
Just gotta kill this boy real quick. Give me a sec, boys. There you go, you're fucking dead. And actually, this stream, I don't know. Should we go longer? You know what? I have the keycard. I have some decent weapons. We should go do the thing. I'm just gonna pick up the Howler off the wall here. Or actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't need to do that right away. Although I do need to do so. I need to make up my mind soon because I don't need the AK-74 right now. I don't care. Go underneath here, and we're gonna set off the die shockwave. Oh wait, I have to go get the That's true. I have to get the die shockwave. Whoops. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like another thing I really like about live streaming in general is just the whole raw nature of it. Like, you have a general schedule, or whatever, like for what you're doing, like your tasks for the stream. You have a general idea of what you're doing, but you don't, it's not like it's scripted. You know what, let's grab that shot. It's not like I'm going to be doing this for very long anyways. I like how you can hear the can just drop to the floor. Reminds me of my... Somebody just... Oh, more messages. I'll check those later, because right now we're killing zombies and talking about life. You know, the important shit. Alrighty. Howdy. How did that not kill you? There you go. I would, but I'm not prepared. I need pack-a-punch, and also I need enough salvage to actually get a chopper gunner, which, I mean, I don't know if 170 is enough, but I need to get level 3 armor first. Hell, I need to get level 2 armor. What the hell am I doing over here? Oh yeah, I was gonna get the die shockwave. That would make this a lot easier. That's for sure. Woohoo! Where's the die shockwave room, boy? And I'll just wait until, like, they're really close. Watch this, boys. Okay, I gotta revive myself. Big set, I lost a perk. Hey. Ooh, I got the shockwave. What did I just do? Okay, we're still good. I just hit something on my headset. And it made a beep, and I'm like, what is a beep? Okay, now we're gonna swap the we're gonna swap the shotgun because I need to get SMG kills. There we go. Now that's a pog. We got the shockwave. There's no way I can stop now. I have the shockwave. I have to keep going. I should get a better SMG off the wall. I kinda got this Milano out of the box, so they're really thinking about it. I should get something different. Actually, I should probably wait. Round 11's a bit early to hit the box. Alrighty, because I got Jug and Speed Cola. That's enough for now. I have the shockwave. That by itself should be enough. I don't know, because, like, the kinds of games I want to start streaming are things like, well, maybe not Apex, but, like, Cyberpunk, I want to do my Street Kid, like mono wire cool build or something like that. I want to do a stealth build in Cyberpunk, which sounds really strange because I guess there is a really broken stealth build that you could employ if you really wanted to. Oh, that was so spicy. Wait a minute, is that a play count? Get out of here. Oh, is there a... Okay, I'm gonna just pop like a ring of fire. And boom. Boom. There we go, boys. We got it. And like, yeah, I'll be... okay, sorry, I keep getting off track with this, but streaming Cyberpunk, like Ghost Runner, I would play Breath of the Wild, but I don't have like a capture card of any kind that can interface with a Switch, so we'll have to put that off for now. But like... Oh, howdy. I really like the Milano, it's really fun. Can I get a like better version of this? Because that would be fantastic. Let's try the box. I'm feeling adventurous today. Would it give me, ooh, a If you didn't hear my audible gasp, it's because it's a purple XM4. Look at this. Jesus. I guess we're going for the long haul, boys. Better think of something to talk about before I, oh. Big sad. Oh. I just got my thingy back. Poggos. You know, this stream went from 0 to hero in like a second. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I need stamina up and then elemental pop. Or no, stamina up and then whatever else. You're dead. I just love how much damage this thing does when it's like really low rounds. Like Christ. Does so much damage, Jesus. Okay, the way I'm playing right now is not that great. Oh boy. Oh.
There's a reason they call me a fucking legend.
What was I doing again? Oh yeah, I gotta get dead shot again, because that's freaking essential to my success. Deadshot is over here, though. I'm waiting for you. Where am I going? Oh yeah, we're going over here. To do what exactly? You know what? It's still round 15. I still feel like extracting. I'm already way past extracting, or way past doing the double XP tokens. So, what do I have? I have 280. I like that this laser is freaking tight. Look at that. I need to get level 3 armor. That's something that has to happen. Let's roll, boys. Okay, I have no idea what I need. What do I need? Oh yeah, I need level 2 armor, that's why. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now that we're at... I might just pack a punch right now, because then it just makes it easier to steamroll, boys. I'm an impatient, stubborn boy, so, like, why not, right? It guarantees my survival. That's basically what pack-a-punching will do for me right now. Whoa. 93 round mag, 500 in the reserve. Look at that. Oh, hello.
Get the fuck out of here.
What would happen if I turned on,
Mobile meat pile frag. Feeling a little hot?
Oh, that was fucking amazing. Check it out, man. Oh, I have another idea of something I want to talk about that I think is really important to recognize, especially in today's age. Or today's day and age, whatever the hell I'm saying.
Exfil window gone.
I don't care, Weaver. Your only use to me is to report to me when exfil times are available. You have no use to me, unfortunately for you. Anyways, what I was saying is that I feel like in today's society, I feel like it's become increasingly popular to shit on people for doing what they appreciate and what they love, because I'll be honest, criticizing somebody for doing something they just want to enjoy is honestly much, much worse than most things out there. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, for the vast majority of people, I don't really care what you're into, as long as you don't try to force me into it, and that you aren't hurting anybody. Because that's when I start to draw the line. When you actively force people to... Ooh, I got the entropy camo. We'll have to equip that later. If you try to force people to think a certain way or to do something specific without considering their own feelings, you know, you're gonna have a bad time. Is that armor? Yeah, that is armor. How come I can't pick it up? Stun grenades. Oh, that's why.
Stun set.
There we go. Oh, a stun zombie. But, like, I've definitely been on the receiving end of that sort of thing. And I've also been caught criticizing something that someone else liked and got called out for it. It's not very fun when it happens. I think, realistically, you just live and let live, I feel. You know, if somebody else wants to... I'm trying to think of a good example. If somebody wants to spend their days playing D&D, even though I don't really see the point or I don't really get value from it, it's not that I think that D&D by itself is a waste of time. I just think there's a lot of overhead prep work you have to do before you can even start playing the game. And I think that's what gets in the way of it being fun for me personally. It's just a lot of busy work before you can even start, like, enjoying D&D as an experience. And I've never even played the game before. It's because I had this very specific time in high school where I joined the D&D club for a session, and all we did was sit around and do absolutely nothing but create characters for the first session. And this was like, I'd say like probably 1 to 2 hours of my free time that I was spending. Back in those days I had a lot more free time, but also not really, if that makes sense. But getting to my point, I'm not going to sit there and criticize my friends for liking D&D or anything like that, because I understand that everyone has their own thing, everyone has their own guilty pleasure, everybody has their own shtick. The thing they do to relax, the thing that they, you know, confide in when they're not feeling great. Like, for example, one thing that I take a massive amount of pleasure in. Sorry, I gotta adjust my headset mid-thought, of course. That's so typical. Is just, you know, putting on some good music or listening to a YouTube video in the background while I play a game. Like, for example, if I wasn't streaming right now, I'd be listening to a YouTube video, a podcast, or music, just for the fun of it, really. You know, and it's just, it's a passive way to... That's why a lot of the games I play are very passive. Because, like, then I can ingest another piece of content while I'm playing games. And that's why it's kind of hard. That's why it's so easy for me to play and listen to something else at the same time, because I'm not actively engaging in either, not necessarily the game, but definitely the piece of content I'm absorbing outside of the game. You know? I'm gonna go double pack. I have so many points. And I could probably pull it off too. I have like 30,000-ish points. I got lucky this match, it's probably what happened. And then I got lucky with the box pull, and it's like, hey, do you two like a lot of... Oh, and we might be able to extract on time. You know what? Let's speedrun this. Let's go. Let's top up our perks, boy. Brain rot kills for days. Okay, I need to get a chopper. There we go. Sorry, I'm not talking about what I'm talking about because I'm trying to focus. Okay, so basically, I have a ring of fire, I have a chopper gunner. I'm gonna kill the Megaton when I get out of... I need to pick up some offensive equipment. Let's grab that Molotov. I would use my armor, but it's not really going to matter, to be honest. You're the last one. Alrighty, let's go, let's go, let's go. I always get... Oh, fuck. I always get really tense when I extract. Just because there's so much shit going on. That's why I've double packed. Howdy. How's it going? I'm going to split you before I enter the chopper gunner. Grab a Molotov. I'm gonna use this as an A. Oh. And you have to... And I'm invincible, so guess what? Watch this. You see that? I did the whole challenge right there. And look at that. We are done, boys. And I think that's where I'm going to end off the stream because I've done a lot of talking. I've done a lot of not trailblazing. Done a lot of like really weird tangents, really weird conversations, and even more raw stuff. Don't take that the wrong way though, please. I had a lot of fun doing this because it's not very often that I just get to, you know, sit in front of a microphone, play a game, and just talk about stuff that's going on or whatever else. And this definitely won't be the last live stream because this was like the first of many. I'm just not sure if I want it to be on Twitch or on YouTube at this point. YouTube is just like, I want my clips to go somewhere and stay there for a while. That's why I really just don't know where I want to take it. So I'm probably going to cut it off here. Thanks everybody for tuning into my stream. I'm sorry I couldn't respond to any chat messages because I haven't really built a system that can monitor chat. You know, I could use my phone, for example, but I could pop up a window here pretty quick. You know what? Let's do that. I haven't done that. Just mute the tab. Or I guess just punch in YouTube and then search. That would make way more sense. And I've muted my Mozilla instance, so you're not gonna have to hear double audio. Where's my stream? Wait a minute. Oh, for a second I thought I wasn't live. I got really confused. So there is no stream chat, because nobody even watched, I think. An hour and a half, that's not too bad. Alrighty, well, I guess that's it. You guys take it easy. Thanks for watching the stream. And I will be back with more, I guess, hot takes, because it's off the cuff, it's all my own thoughts, and it's part of the process of what we go through. It's part of being human, you know. Anyways, you guys take care, have a good day, and stay safe out there, wear a mask, and if you see anybody not wearing a mask, I give you absolutely every permission in the existence of the world to make fun of them, because they should be wearing a mask. Obviously, if they're not wearing a mask and they have documentation, that's a little different, I guess, but if it's just a regular person and they're not wearing a mask, tell them to wear a mask, and if they say no, well, gosh darn, tell them again, because it's super important for the safety of everybody at this point. You guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.